What's up, guys? My name is Zeus. Welcome to the channel. This is your first time, and if you've been here before, welcome back. So today is not a good day. In the last video, I showed you guys how to change the color of your interior headliner. During that entire process, it took maybe like I don't know, 2 or 3 days. The car was sitting with the battery disconnected, and I mean, I wasn't driving it for that duration. Unfortunately, you know, while I was cruising around, you know, doing my usual thing, my transmission went out. So yeah, I came down to the car to explain to you guys what exactly happened with it, and to tell you guys, you know, how I'm gonna move forward from here. So like I said, the car was sitting for a few days. I wasn't driving it, and the history with this transmission is that my 5th and 6th gear have been grinding for about maybe a year and a half now. It's very common with the 03 to the 05 G35s. I believe the transmission that they have is the CD008 model or CD005 or something like that. Either way, the transmission has a history of bad synchros. You hear a lot of guys with the 3rd gear going out. So mine was 5th and 6th gear. The way I've been trying to build my car is if something breaks, I'm just gonna go ahead and upgrade it and replace it with something better, so that over time the car just continuously gets better and becomes that dream car that I want. So because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and get this replaced. But first, let me explain what happened. So I was driving the car down to Hayward, California, which is like 20 minutes away. Shifting all the way through, cycling 1 through 4. I'm on the highway and I try to shift into 5th, and it wouldn't go. Like, it was stuck on the wall. You know, I put it back in neutral. I tried it again and it worked. So I thought, okay, maybe I didn't depress the clutch all the way. You know, that could be a problem. I mean, it happens, right? So, you know, I thought nothing of it. Hung out in Hayward, came back, and I mean, on the way back, it was doing the same thing. Like, cycled through 1 through 4. Got to 5th gear, stuck. Okay, whatever, skip to 6, and it didn't it didn't feel like it shifted gears. It felt like it was still stuck. So I went back to 5th. 5th worked, and then I went back to 6th gear, and it felt like it didn't shift to 6th gear. It felt like it stayed in 5th. So I put it back in neutral, took my foot off the clutch to coast, and it stuttered as if it was still in gear. And it felt like 6th gear. I pressed the gas while my car was in the neutral position on the highway. I'm going like 75 miles an hour, and you know, it stuttered, and it literally drove. It drove in the neutral position. Never seen anything like that before. Yeah, so my car is stuck in 5th gear, and I had to limp that girl all the way back home. And this is what it is now. I'll give you guys a demonstration of what it's doing right now. My 1st through 4th gear don't work. My 6th gear doesn't work. My reverse doesn't work. It's just neutral and 5th gear. And my neutral position is my 5th gear. So I'm a little stuck. So I'm gonna start it up for you guys and show you guys what's really going on. Car starts up fine. Put the handbrake down. Don't want to roll back. So this is 1st gear. My car legit does nothing when I take my foot off the clutch. Off the brake, off the clutch. It doesn't even do anything. No handbrake. The brake wasn't being pressed. It just stalled. Here it is again. Stuck in 1st. Look at that. I have to pull it out. So that's 1st gear. Off the brake, off the clutch. It just stalls out. So this is the car neutral. Right now, see, I'm not touching it. And it's rolling forward. That's neutral position. So I only have neutral, fifth gear. I mean, I could cycle through all of them just fine, but the only ones that actually work would be my neutral and my fifth. Yeah, so I believe like one of the things that I could do to try to figure out what's going on is to just change the transmission fluid. It could be low, which, you know, isn't giving me enough oil pressure to switch into gears. And honestly speaking, I could try that. I really could. I took it down to a shop and there were already chips in my transmission fluid. So, I mean, at that point, I figured the metal is already deteriorated to a point where I just don't want to deal with it. I'm just going to go ahead and get it replaced. Yeah, that's just going to be my course of action. But I will be upgrading to the CD009 model, which is the later model transmission that came out with the 06 G35s and 350Zs. The CD009 and the CD00 Alpha both have the upgrade and hardened synchros, so that I shouldn't be running into those issues again. Also, you know, later on in the car's future, I may want to do like maybe an LS swap, or I might want to boost this VQ engine that I have in the car right now. Either route I want to go, it's good to have the supporting mod already completed. So I know this transmission is going to be good for another 5-10 years down the road. So yeah, well, that's going to do it for this video right here. If you guys want to see more content, like, subscribe, share this video with your friends so I can get some weight, get some traction in this YouTube. And yeah, see you later. Peace.